January 1989, we decided to open up Camp Live Oak. Camp Live Oak is an environmental marine camp for children, and we had about 40 children start with our camp in June of 1989. It was a fun time. We had to decide what to name the camp to begin with, and we decided that we would come over here and look around and see the site, and we picked Mr. Birch's tree. It was his favorite tree, so we called it the Live Oak Camp because this is a live oak hammock that we're standing under. The park rangers at the time were going through a whole big transition in the camp to change the park around, and they asked us to be part of the park. And so here we are 26 years later, and 20,000 children have gone through our program. So it's an exciting time for us at Camp Live Oak. One of the unique things about this site is we have 180 acres right on Fort Lauderdale's beach. It backs up to the intercoastal and right on the ocean. And we use about 15 acres of this property during the summer for children to come through. We have about 100 campers a week that come through here, and we split them up into small groups of about 20 children. One thing that makes us unique is we have certified teachers as counselors at the camp. And each group has a certified teacher, a college counselor, and a helper. So we have small groups of 4 to 5 to 1 ratio of camp staff to children. And one of the biggest things we're the only accredited camp in Broward County by the American Camp Association, and also in Dade County, we're one of 2 camps that are accredited. So that's something that we're very proud of, to have meet those 300 standards as an accredited camp. I have a lot of fond memories of this area of the park. Over the years, we've done so many things. Everything out here is outdoors. It's all hands-on activities for the children. We have our volleyball area over here, which is an area that they love playing in during the day and after camp. This also becomes our whole science program out here. Everything is hands-on and exciting. I remember one year where we actually were standing here talking with the kids and telling them a story about dinosaurs. And the night before, we had dug a whole area under the ground and put in bones, and it looked just like a dinosaur's head that we had created and everything. And the kids were so excited digging it up. And those are the great things that make Camp Live Oak wonderful. One year we gave them pet rats, and each group had a pet rat. And it was quite the story in the newspaper that year. And they all had to take the rat home every night. And I learned myself about pet rats, and that they are really a very gentle pet, and they give them to children a lot that have disabilities as a pet. But we've done some really fun things here, and we've raised a goose, and we've had just all sorts of wonderful animals brought into the park over the years. And it's just something that's why the kids like coming here, because there's always something different and new to happen at Camp Live Oak. We have a big sports field. We don't really believe in real competitive games. We do more non-competitive. We play soccer and, of course, volleyball and all these activities. But we just believe the child should be very well-rounded and have sports and science and arts and craft. But we're really not a sports camp, but we certainly enjoy our sports here at Camp Live Oak. Safety is, of course, our biggest concern at Camp Live Oak, as any camp would be. One thing we have going on here is right outside our park, we have, at all of our locations actually, we have a fire station, and that's where EMS is. So if we ever had an emergency that was really major, we would just call 911, and they would be right in here in the park. We also have security throughout the park with the state park system and the Fort Lauderdale Police Department, North Miami Police Department, and Dania Beach. They patrol in our parks, and we're very lucky to have the protection that we have for our children. One of the great things about safety here at the park is we use all certified teachers, and teachers really understand who kids are and their needs, and they keep them safe. And we travel around in small groups of 20 children in a group. So as they move, there's 20 children at the beach, there's 20 children doing sports or science or art. So there's just small groups of children traveling around the facility during the day. All my staff have CPR and first aid, and that's really important. We go through 30 hours worth of training before camp with all of our staff, and that makes the world of difference. That's part of our accreditation. But on that first day when camp starts, parents walk in, the kids get right into the program. Our staff is really all in tune. They know exactly what to do, and we start from day one having a great summer. One of the unique things about Camp Live Oak is we're an international camp. We have children come in from all over the world. Last year we had 1,000 campers in our program during the summer, and 350 came from foreign countries. They come in from Venezuela, Colombia, They come in from Mexico, Spain, Italy, Canada. They come in all over the United States, which gives a really wonderful international flair. And the kids locally enjoy it just as much as the kids that come in as they get together and get to make their wonderful friendships that they make during the summer. And I hear kids talk to me all the time about how they're still writing to a child in Spain or Russia. We have a lot of Russian children in our North Miami Beach program. And it's really unique, and it makes our day really wonderful. The area behind me is something that's just very unique. We have a wonderful 100-and-some-year-old banyan tree, but we had a lot of fun, and this tree is really the symbol of our camp because the children gather around it. It's really a place of unity, and that's one thing that we promote here is for everybody to get along and have a great time. We have a nice diverse group of children in camp. As I said, they come from everywhere. Over here we do our fishing. And it's really a fun program. It's a catch and release program, but the kids could fish all day if you let them. The nice thing about our camp is I believe every child's gifted. And I think once you realize that every child has abilities and you create a program for children that they can really be who they want to be and explore and enjoy, and you give them the top-notch materials and science that is for what they normally do in schools for gifted children, I believe that's what makes our success today. Because every child to me is gifted and every child has abilities. You just have to turn them on to learning. So that's the one thing that we do very well here at Camp Live Oak is turn children on to learning. One of the kids' favorites part of Camp Live Oak is canoeing. Canoeing is just great. This is a freshwater lagoon in the park, right in just like feet away from the ocean. So it's really unique part of our park that we should have a freshwater lagoon. It goes down about a mile. And then we have a wonderful little island that's in the center of it. So the kids get on it, they get instruction on how to canoe, they have races, they go down to the island and they get off on the island, they get to walk around. It's always a lot of fun for them. And it's also fun for me too. I still go out and I still enjoy my time on the lake with them on the lagoon, and it's just it's a great environment for us. We have adults in each canoe with the children. It's a small group of children. There's 20 kids, so we have plenty of canoes for them all to get in, and everybody gets to turn paddling, and everybody gets to learn how to use the paddles. And that's one of the big things that everybody wants to, can I paddle now? Can I paddle now? But everybody gets their chance during their time here at Camp Live Oak. One of the things we do here at Camp Live Oak is archery. Archery is really a great activity for the kids. We really have a good time. They shoot, of course, at the targets, but we add balloons to them. We add a lot of different things for them so they could really have a good time during the week when they do archery. It's always a little different, and that makes it really a lot more fun. But it's a great hand coordination skill for the children to learn. It's a safe environment. We have instructors. All of our instructors here, whether it's archery or canoeing, they're all certified in those areas. Just like we have certified teachers or counselors here, we have certified people in canoeing, archery. Of course, we have all of our lifeguards at all of our activities. It's a safe environment for the children. When you're talking paradise, you're talking Fort Lauderdale's beautiful beach. We're so lucky to be right across the street from the nicest beach in South Florida and from Birch State Park from Camp Live Oak. We swim right in front of the Fort Lauderdale lifeguard. We have our own lifeguards out here. We do our surfing, we do our paddleboarding, we swim at the ocean. It's a really nice thing. We only have about 20 kids that participate in our swim program at a time. And so we have about 10 swimming, and we have a few doing surfing, we have a few doing the paddleboarding. So it's a nice small group of people that are working, kids together, and it's an amazing time out on the beach here. We have sand toys for the younger children and games on the beach for the older kids. And this is an hour out of everybody's day. It happens every day. So this activity here is a safe activity, and it's a lot of fun here at the beach in Fort Lauderdale across from Birch State Park. Part of our science program at our camp is to come over to the beach and explore the beach. Between the sea grape trees and all the natural dunes, we have our nesting of sea turtles during the summer. A lot of times we wait, and during our evening programs, we get to see the sea turtles they go from the nesting right into where the little baby sea turtles come out, and we help get them into the water. It's really, really unique.